So a lot of people are really upset about their public schools, right? COVID happened and they were doing the home like video Zoom school thing, and they found themselves listening into what their teachers telling to their kids. And they found all this stuff that is now called wokeness, right? They found this in their public schools, and there was a tremendous amount of outrage, and it created a tremendous amount of pressure to change the system. And I think one of the things that happened here was with the charter bill, ESAs, other ones. You mentioned earlier people were concerned about tuition. Public schools charge tuition if you do interdistrict transfer in Montana until this year, right, where that got stopped. There's all kinds of hypocrisy in this space. But one of the things that's happened with this is like people are looking for a way out. And how do community choice schools and charter schools enable parents to pull their kid and put them into a school that maybe matches their values better and doesn't allows them to better make sure that their kids are raised in a way that comports with their values?
Right. Well, it takes some time, first off, because, founding a school is not a small task. And so it's going to take organized communities getting together to make this work. And people are talking already. People are reaching out to us. They're very interested in learning how to use the bill to start a school. So basically, it comes down to what's in Section 9 that outlines what would need to be in the charter in order to apply for it. And it's basically a business plan like you would create for any business that you were wanting to operate and you were looking to have investors or something, or how much of a loan do you need to take out in order to make it happen. So in going through the process of creating that school, one of the steps is finding your leader for the school, and then also identifying, what curriculum you want to offer. And I think that is the biggest motivator right now, post-COVID, although certainly this has been going on in the country for the last 30 years or so. There are more reasons to want choice, but right now, parents are really feeling it acutely, and it's very hard for them to, as you know, to change school boards. I mean, that is a really long game that takes a long time. You have to invest money and, go through the elections, and the money that people are investing is just being matched and or outnumbered by often the union-backed employees who will protect school board members who will protect the status quo. So it gets political in that way. So this is a way for them to say, look, we want to open a public school that's an American classical education. Tried and true. We want to do this. This is the curriculum we want to use, and we're going to use this standardized test. Can we do that? And the commission will look through everything and say, as long as you can make it work financially and make it, safe for the kids and fill in all these blanks, yeah, you can. So, a lot of people who have been reaching out to us are very interested in American classical education, which makes sense because if you look at our private schools, that's pretty much what they're offering. They're just offering it with religion, and this would be offering it without religion, making it legal, for public schools to do it. But also there are people who are looking to offer different, high school schools that focus on career technical education and not just welding and phlebotomy, but actually in engineering and, and or plumbing and there's just, electrical work. I mean, there's so much that could be learned during that time period where when you graduate, you can just go get a job, that a really well-paid job where you have actual skills that you've learned in class. So that's how people are using them in other states. And I imagine we'll see a lot of that here as well.